Do, do, do. Alright, let's get some setup. Not that. Oh, why did I double type that? Oh, wait. Alright, let's actually move this here, back there. Excuse me. now I can take all this and put it up there. Do it after, just to make sure it's done. I do want to get this pattern done, so, because like on my other game, I'm not going to pull it up right now, but on my other game, I do all this before initializing the game class, so this stuff can't be injected into the container. I've got to use a wrapper service. If I can get this pattern going... Anyway, now we can also do this. Okay, let's see if that works. If that works, we can go deeper. I didn't register the world manager. That's not a problem. That's a problem. Okay, let's try that. Hey, dependency injection. This is nice, because now we don't need to pass all this stuff in from our game. Like, we can just... Anytime we need this now, we can just register it and then have the game logic do that. Alright. Actually, you know what? Let's do that instead. I'll extract this out in a sec because I want to do more to build the provider, but let's get these initial things organized and then... Oh, for frick's sakes. No. Why did that not? Why is this not working? Okay, now it's working for some reason. Yay! Dependency injection works. So we are no longer... The world manager is no longer caring about the stuff. It just adds the systems. Like, this needs the content manager. This does not. And this... Going. And this needs the sprite batch to do the sprite batch thing. So now we have a thing. Like, I want to make this a little cleaner, but... Obviously, I'd like to get this a little more automated, but... Like, with injectors, like I have on I actually just open it up. I'll show you my other game real quick. Those who haven't seen it. Yes, come here. I'll just switch this to that one. Ignore this. This is me DI injecting sockets last night, but yeah, so this is my game. I had YouTube on my other screen. So yeah, this here stuff, I will be implementing some of this, like the fixed time stuff and stuff eventually, but yeah, like see here, like this gets injected, like this is registered here with an injector. Like I don't even do anything there, like I have this all like automated with stuff, like we get configuration modules and stuff. I'm gonna be renaming a bunch of stuff, but yeah, like literally this here just looks for anything that's an iApplication module, and then shamalama ding dongs it into the container, and then, you know, as it goes through the build process. So I want to implement this into the actual game threads because, yeah, like I said, I can't do what we're doing in Darkthorn right now. I can't, like, if I wanted client socket to, for some reason, need the sprite batch, can't do it. Because this is a level deep. Like, how my program runs, it goes through the bootstrapper. This is just to get a logger and the basic stuff going. And then they have the app builder, but yeah. Anyway, let me close that. Thank you, OBS. You may back to where you were. So at some point I do want to get those so I can like define them in their things. Like in here I would just define a injector class and it would just into the game, but it is working. It is working. Like, we have the same functionality, but we're building it with dependency injection now. A lot more scalable. So, like, especially once we get other things like I had there going, like, this is a lot more maintainable. Like, this does not need to. This does not. The only reason this needed the sprite batch and content manager before is because to spawn player entities needed that, and we could even go a step further and abstract this a step further, and we can't really abstract the entity though. That's the problem. That needs to be an instant. This. Okay, we might have to manually invoke these because yeah. There's such a thing as too much abstraction, but having the factory abstracted means eventually when we have a system like a movement system. Also, the player entity factory, we should really instance this. This is a single player thing. I'm just doing a generic model right now. But yeah, that's good. It just makes it easier, because now I can also, because of how this works, eventually I can take this and I can, like I said, I can use reflection and stuff. Like, instead of injecting them, we could use reflection here. In fact, I actually... No, we want, see, like, this is what I'm saying with my other game. I need to rejig the lifetime scope of things, because, like, I want to do it here. And then when it runs, like, I want to build the runtime DI container here, and then, you know, use it where I need it. Like that app builder class I kind of showed, I kind of want to take it and implement it in there. But yeah, I wanted to get DI set up. We have, like, now if I just want to add a system, I don't actually have to edit World Manager. If I want to add a new system, I literally just do that. Obviously, I would change the type, but that would just auto-inject it here, and then... Hey, we have dependency injection! And like I said, yeah, we're injecting like sprite batch as soon as we make the things, they get injected. Again, I can't do this in my other thing because it makes the game thread is built off of the DI container. Like the DI container injects stuff in. Yeah. So what I need to do is I need to move the app builder into the game thread, like the functionality, and then I need to and then I need to have a set yeah. It's work. Save all that. I'm gonna commit this real quick. And I don't know if there's anything else I wanted to do. I wanted to set up DI today. Is there anything else I want to do? Because that'll make swapping stuff out too, especially if I get the... Especially if I did this. Just like, especially once we do the stuff, so like, say we're way down in the future and we want plugins, I could key it like this, and then someone could write a plugin, like, okay, maybe not the world. Probably something we don't want to replace. The render system, let's go with that. If someone, in theory, could replace this. So, like, they can be like, oh, XerShade's render system sucks. I'm going to add a render system, and then I will register my render system keyed as... Like, someone could do like that, and then be like, okay, so basically what this would happen is if I did this now, this does not exist, but just for example. So, my render system gets added in first, because hard-coded, then if we loaded plugins before building the provider, if we loaded plugins and they injected their own things, if someone injected a render system key again, it would overwrite mine. Yes, we could have plugin behavior to overwrite game functionality, or extend it, as we see we're doing here. I'm adding systems. Someone could add a completely new system to ECS. DI is a wonderful thing. However, like I said, when I looked at the player factory, it's like, how can I abstract this new player thing? No, there is such a thing, too much abstraction. We can't abstract this. I mean, we probably could, actually, with a function. We probably could with a function, but no. No. This does not need to be abstracted. This is a factory. Its job is to make new objects and return them. Anyways, that's done. Yeah, I didn't really have much else I wanted to do on this game at least today, because most of the thing I wanted to do was get it implemented in this game and like my single player game, and then go to the multiplayer game. But that's fine. Short dev stream is short. No rush. And then I thank everyone for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you all next time. Next time, I'm probably going to try and fully implement the full thing, like with the injectors and stuff. I need to refactor it on my other thing, and then I'll just probably copy-paste it in here into the workflow. Excuse me. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I'm also A, I'm done, and B, I'm not feeling well. I'm gonna go get my inhalers. Anyway, yay, we got progress.